another edition of the Columbus Lion Coaches Show live from Poor Decisions. It's the last one of the year, and it's championship week, baby. Lions heading up to Wheeling, West Virginia to take on the Miners to try to win an AAL championship game. They're undefeated. It's been an incredible year. The city's buzzing. The community's in full support, and we are just days away from kickoff and hopefully that championship trophy being hoisted by Coach Damian Daniels and the Columbus Lions, undefeated this year. But we want to say thank you to Poor Decisions for hosting us all year long. We've had a ton of fun. It's 50-cent wing night. Come and hang out. It's the last one of the year. Come hang out with us here at Poor Decisions. Give you some wings. Give you some good fries, food, whatever you want. If you don't like wings, they got other great stuff too. But 50-cent wing night. Come and hang out with us. Watch some World Cup soccer. Talk some Lions football with the players and the Coach Damian Daniels. And come and have some fun. All right. We got a jam-packed show in store for you today. Mike and Dave are going to come on. I'm going to talk with Damian Daniels. We also got Blaine Espinoza here. We got Droll Green here to talk with the defense. We got a great time in store for you today. Blaine Espinoza, 44 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year. Him and Ja'Kias Stretch-Creedle are vying for that MVP trophy. Again, both guys have been excellent. Blaine has been an incredible leader on the field. The defense has been lights out, a dominant performance against Mississippi. Wheeling also dominated against Jersey. Both these teams are coming in looking for a chance to win a championship. Wheeling lost by 2 at 44-42 at Columbus, and then lost by 1 point at Wheeling. So Wheeling lost both times to Columbus by combined 3 points. You know they want this more than ever. But Coach Damian Daniels says he likes his week of preparation, and he thinks that the guys are ready. We're going to talk with him coming up next here, live from Poor Decision. It's the final Columbus Lion Coach Show. Come have some fun with us here. We'll be right back after this with Damian Daniels on the Columbus Lion Coach Show.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Columbus Lion Coaches Show. That's the man, Damian Daniels, Coach.
My man, how we
Last
doing?
one of the year.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun. Let's first start with Poor Decisions, Jason Martinez, opening their doors for us to do it here, and we have fun each and every week.
Oh, yeah, he's been a great fan, man, for years now. So, we always have a good time. He has a great time at the game.
Right.
So we always have a good time here, man. So shout out to Jason for that.
All right, we talked last time, the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. For those that didn't watch, you may mention week of preparation last week was great with the meetings. How has practice been this week so far with the guys?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, man. Still a few things that we need to clean up. So I told the guys yesterday, man, we need to make sure that we come in tomorrow. We need to have a good, clean practice, wrap up all the mistakes that we've been making, and get ready to go on Friday.
In the 2 games you played against him, they were both close.
Yeah.
Did you watch film on that, and did y'all have a lot of takeaways? Do you feel like now you kind of know them pretty well, that you know what you're in store for this Saturday?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we put the work in like any other week, and I keep telling them, like, it's just going to be a matter of us going out and play football, man. The team that, eliminates the most mistakes, eliminate the penalties, I think it's going to have an edge in the game.
Coach, we were talking. You like a routine.
Yeah.
You want to keep this as normal as possible.
Yeah.
How important was that this week? I know with it being championship, we're
Right.
adding, some cool stuff to promote the league,
Yeah.
but you don't want that taken away from the focus of the guys, especially on game day.
Yeah, I want to make sure these guys stick to the script, man. Because after the festivities and everything that's going on,
Right.
it's still a football game.
We got to play ball, man.
Exactly. So, I want those guys focused, locked in on that. So we're going to keep our same schedule like we normally do each week. And, we're going to be ready for kickoff.
You got 3 busfuls of people going
Yeah.
in, and then we got a watch party happening. I see on social media everybody's talking about
going
this.
crazy.
Brother, how cool is it the community's really bought in right now?
It's going crazy, man. Shouts out to them. And like I said, I can't say enough, how much it means to this team to have that kind of support. It definitely amps us up. So, I can't wait to get in that arena, man, see those fans and all the shirts. And, we're going to be ready to rock and roll, and we're going to be ready to put on a show for them.
All right, itinerary for those, the fans like knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
What's the next couple of days look like heading into the championship?
So, well, we got one more practice tomorrow night. We're going to get it in, get a good one in. Then, like I say, we'll be leaving Friday morning, and our flight is around 1 o'clock, so we'll get to West Virginia maybe around 3, 4 o'clock. And, it'll be go time from there.
Hey, baby,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's almost time,
with
man.
the team. You
Yeah.
can watch the game this week. Coach, it's your cry for those who couldn't get on the bus,
Yeah.
but want to be able to watch the game. They need to go to the pizza place right now.
Gotta go downtown,
We want to see
man.
that
Yeah.
packed out, Coach.
Yeah, we got to go downtown, check us out. Every watch party, we need to make sure everybody's there.
Coach, appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir.
Love you,
Appreciate
brother.
it, man.
Hey, they're one win away from bringing home that hardware. We're
That's
going to
it.
see if they can do it this Saturday. We'll keep it up. Columbus Line Coaches Show. Mike and Dave next here. Be right back after this.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
All right, it's ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's talk some football.
Let's talk some football.
Yes, sir. We are up.
Football.
Yeah. We're
Excuse me, Mr. Producer. Excuse me.
Are we live? We're live,
Are
aren't we?
you ready for us yet? Decisions, Lions Coaches Show, the vintage broadcasters for the Lions, Mike Peacock, Dave Plata. Been with you all year long, and here we are, Dave.
Yeah.
Championship week.
What a year it's been too. The Lions coming out of the gate strong, putting up the 79-0 win to get things started. 10 victories later, here we are. We're just 1 hour's worth of play away from determining an AAL champion.
And it is exciting. I'm looking forward to the trip up to Wheeling, and you know, this team they're playing, Dave.
Yep.
No slouch, no joke.
Not
The
at all.
Lions have played them twice this year. They've come away with a 2-point victory in Columbus and a 1-point victory, a skinny little 1-point victory in Wheeling.
Yes.
And here they meet again for the third time.
Yep, and going back up to Wheeling for this one. Remember, Wheeling is 6-2. Their only 2 losses are those 2 losses to the Lions. So this is a quality team. They've got most of the same players back from game 1. They made a couple of roster adjustments last week, brought in a couple of players, but the core of their team that almost but could not quite go over the top against the Lions, they're back, and you know they're going to be hungry for coming in on Saturday.
They are going to be hungry, and they're spreading the word around, you know, like everybody always does in college football and everything else. Man, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. Sometimes it is.
It is, sometimes.
But, you know, sometimes it goes the other direction, and sometimes that third time is the charm.
True. And all I know is the Lions have been playing at the top of their game. Wheeling is playing well, too. This is going to be a real shootout on Saturday.
It really will be. You know, it's going to come down to the defenses, you know, and Dave, quite frankly, the defense has stepped up very large at the end of both of those games, previous season games, with the 1-point and the 2-point win. Big interception late in the game, you know, just somebody stepping up to make that big play, and that's been an earmark of this team all season long.
Absolutely. And you remember, Wheeling's coming in with a quarterback who played for Penn State. I mean, he's 40 years old, so the guy has been around a long time, a veteran. He knows how to win, but the Lions also know how to hang in there and play their guts out when they have to. They've come up with the big plays. They're going to have to do one more time.
Well, Wheeling's going to be motivated, no doubt about it. I've seen a lot of their social media. They're really pumping this game up. I think they're wearing a cancer awareness jersey and doing some different things, really trying to pump their folks up there in the mining town of Wheeling. And, you know, hopefully the Lions are going to be the ones doing the picking and shoveling and digging that trophy out of the rocks and bringing it back home.
To say the least. But the Lions, again, have been playing great football all the way along. The games that they have not won by big blowout margins, they've come up big when they've had to.
Yep.
They've showed character in the way that they've won their games. Even the big blowout games, they haven't had big stretches of where they lost focus. They stayed on point and took care of business, which is why they're 10-0.
Absolutely. And, you know, we've talked about this all year, Dave, about the mix that the Lions have of some really savvy, experienced veteran players and some really talented newcomer players, and that mix has bonded so well. These guys are close-knit, they have fun, they like each other, they hang out with each other, and they have each other's back on the football field, and that's what it's all about. When you have a championship caliber team, that's what you have.
You have guys that have each other's back, and that's the bottom line. When the chips are down, you got to take care of the guy next to you. The guy next to you got to take care of you. If somebody makes a mistake, your teammate's going to pick you up. You go in there playing with that kind of confidence, knowing that I can let it all hang out. He's got me, I got them, let's go. That equals wins.
Absolutely. The defense has the offense's back. The offense has the defense's back. And it's just fun to watch. And it's been a great year for you and I to be able to tell the story of this team week in and week out. And frankly, I can't wait till Saturday.
Oh, this should be a great one, too. The numbers, all the stats that we've talked about all season long, they tell the tale. I mean, you're looking at a Lions team that is averaging over 200 yards a ball game, in a short arena, in an arena game, topping 200 yards as a team takes a lot of work. But they have been taking care of business. They have done that. The defense has just been stifling, holding teams to like 127.4 yards a game. You don't get much better than that. And you just have to remember that this is one game all these numbers really don't matter,
Throw them out the window.
but they do matter
But they do
because
matter.
they indicate what kind of team you have, what kind of team you are. If you play up to the way you've played the rest of the season, the Lions are going to be just fine.
Yeah, and I think the leadership is not going to accept anything more, anything less than that from each other.
No.
All these players are not going to accept anything but the A game from each other going into this weekend.
They've worked too hard.
Right.
They have worked too hard all season long. They've shown up and shown out. One more time, win number 11. That's the one that they've been chasing all year long. Bring home the big trophy to Columbus.
Well, and most people, if you had predicted at the beginning of the season what two teams would be in the championship, you would probably have picked the Wheeling Miners and the Columbus Lions.
Yes.
Because they're very similar teams.
Yes, they are.
They have both are very well coached.
Yes.
Both head coaches are experienced guys. They've been around the arena leagues for a long time. They know what they're doing. I think both played in the arena leagues coming up. And these two coaches going head to head, they have a ton of respect for each other. These teams have a ton of respect for each other.
Yes.
It's going to be a great championship game.
And both teams have a mixture of rookies and veterans. So what you're going to see on Saturday is first-class football
No doubt.
up at Westbanco Arena.
No doubt about it. And, Dave, let's just talk a little bit before we get off here. Let's talk about some of the superlatives of this season. And offensively, it starts with quarterback Dwayne Espinoza.
Yes.
64% completion rate this season. And he has thrown for 1,513 yards and 44 touchdowns this year.
Which is amazing because he's only thrown 6 picks.
Yeah.
A 44-6 ratio. Any quarterback in the nation, in the world, would take that. But the wide receiver core has been absolutely amazing. Ja'Kias Cradle has been great. 22 touchdown catches.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's best in the league without any question. Over 600 yards receiving. And he missed the game.
Yeah.
That game where he went out and got married. How about that?
Got himself all hitched.
Imagine that. But he has been dominant. But guys like Jacob Smith and Jesse Riverio, and of course Jermon Fortson, the veteran who wants to close out the career with a ring.
What a way to send him off.
Yes. And think about the running back, Marco Lee. Lee has been amazing. He talked about every time he touches the ball, he's getting for the end zone. He's done a great job. And the backflip is fun to watch too.
He's a big, heavy truck, and the horn's broken.
Yep, and doing the flip after those touchdowns, it just kind of like makes a statement.
And then Dave,
Yeah.
Offensively,
Yeah.
I think one of the most impressive things, and Marco Lee's a part of this,
Yes.
Dwayne Espinoza only been sacked 3 times this entire season.
And how about that? The offensive line has done a great job of keeping opposing defenses out of the backfield, giving Dwayne time to go through the progressions, find his guys, his great wide receivers. He's been throwing dimes when he had to. He's had good touch passes.
Yes.
They basically played the full game. All phases of the game, the offense has been great.
And then we go to that defense.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Man.
That
Yeah.
front line has, and the edge guys have been tremendous this year. The
Yeah.
linebackers have been tremendous.
Yeah.
The back end has been tremendous.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it just doesn't matter what part of the defense you look at. Those guys have been sharp. And you talk about having each other's back. If
Yes.
somebody has a little bit of an off game, somebody's there to pick them up.
Exactly.
And step in and get done. You've got guys like Drell Green back there in the back.
Yeah.
You've got Denoris Wardlow.
Yeah.
You got Jakari Thomas, who's had some huge plays.
Yeah,
this
9
season.
picks. 9 picks.
9 of them.
Amazing in 11 games.
And, those guys, Jacobin Ware at linebacker,
Yeah.
Beware, D-Ware.
Yeah.
Coined that phrase very
Yep.
early in the season.
Yep.
And he's been tremendous as well. And then, last week you talked to young Mr. Bergeron,
Yes.
who had a really big debut.
He did. He did 7 tackles in his first game. He showed up and showed out. He was there when he had to be. Clutch plays. Well, that's why he played at Duke. Okay,
Right.
He played at a great D1 program. He was a defensive stalwart for the Blue Devils. For him to come in here and show up as one of the best linebackers in the league, not a shot. Not at all. And the guys with their knuckles in the turf,
Yeah.
those three whoever's up, the 3 that are up front have been in there and chased quarterbacks around.
Yes.
Chased them to death. It's been a fun season to watch. One more game.
Tyler Clark in the middle of that line.
Yep.
The guy's phenomenal. He stops up the run,
Yep.
get pressure on the quarterback, and then that backside, that back end,
Yeah.
they're sitting there, they're hungry, and they're just waiting to ambush.
Tim, jump that route and take it home.
Well, Dave, it's going to be a great trip.
It will be.
Looking forward to being with you in the booth on
Yep.
Saturday night, and we're hopefully going to bring that championship back. You know, we're there, we might as well win it, right?
If not the Lions, then who? I mean, it's
Then who?
time.
Yeah,
It is
absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here for the rest of the Lions Coaches Show. We're going to have some guests, some interviews with some players coming up. Dave and I will be handling some of those, and then Thrift will be back at the end of the show to close things out on this Championship Week edition of the Lions Coaches Show here at Poor Decisions. Remember, 50-cent wing night. Come on out, join us, join the Lions. Have a great time here at Poor Decisions, and as I've said every week I've been on this show, this is the best name for a sports bar I've ever heard.
Love it.
Poor Decisions. Come on out and join us. We'll be back in a moment here on the Lions Coaches Show.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Back here at Poor Decisions, Mike Peacock, and I'm joined by QB1 for the Lions, Blaine Espinoza. And Blaine, it's great to have you on this week, Championship Week, and after a just fantastic 10-0 season. Talk about what it's been like to have a little bit of time off and let your body heal, but also get this preparation going for this championship game.
Yeah, you know, it's always great having some time off. You know, everybody's got nicks and bruises, you know, over just the course of a season. You know, obviously we've been lucky and blessed to not have any, you know, major injuries. So getting healthy, getting everybody's bodies right, but also, like you said, mentally preparing. And you know, we played them twice before. So you know, we know what we're going to get, and so just really harping on the little detail of things and being perfect.
Yeah, it's, you know, this. Dave and I talked about it in our segment just a few minutes ago. You played this team twice. You've won by a total of 3 points. A 2-point win here in Columbus, a 1-point win up in Wheeling. You kind of know what you're going to see, but what has the preparation been like getting ready for these guys again? You know, the old adage is it's really hard to beat somebody 3 times in a season.
Yeah.
But then again, you're familiar. You're familiar with each other. It's going to be an evenly played game probably. What do you look for out of this Wheeling defense that you're going to see this weekend?
Yeah, you know, they got a great defense. Obviously, they're very well coached. You know, they know what they're doing over there. So, you know, just being able to rep those things during the week and you know, see them as much as possible has been really good.
Yeah, and it's cool. And of course, you guys all year long, you've taken care of business on the offensive side of the ball. You've got a 64% completion rate. You've only been picked 6 times all year long. The most impressive thing, though, and you and I have talked about this before, you've only been sacked 3 times. And what does that say about your level of protection that you have?
Yeah, you know, I think that speaks for our whole offense. I mean, you know, it starts with those 3 guys up front, and including Marco. Yeah. You know, but with those 4 guys, you know, only being sacked 3 times, and you know, a couple of those times it's probably my fault, held on to the ball too long. So you know, I'll take those. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, you know, that just shows volume of why we've been able to have the success we've been able to have, and you know, the yards and the touchdowns and the rushing touchdowns. You know, it all starts up front with those guys.
Yeah, and then you go to those guys that you're looking for every time you drop back. You got a core of receivers that probably unmatched in AAL, no doubt about it. I mean, it's next man up. You know, if somebody goes out, it's next man up.
Yep.
And Ja'Kias Cradle is, of course, the leader. You know, 22 touchdowns on the season. The guy, he's like an octopus. pass. If you throw it close to him, it's going to stick to his hand.
It's true.
And you've been able to deliver to him quite a lot. And then you got Jacob Smith right behind him with 15 touchdowns. And then you got Jesse Riverio. And I'm gonna save one guy to talk about in just a minute. But talk about what it's like to have a group like that you can depend on, that you know. Y'all got chemistry going. You kind of know what each other's thinking. You know what they're going to do on their routes. What's it like to be able to throw to guys like that?
Yeah, I mean, that just makes my job easier. I mean, if you get it within a 10-foot radius of those guys, they're going to go get it.
Yeah.
And so, that makes my job 10 times easier. And so, I'm thankful for those guys. And, they're going to get every ball they can.
Yeah.
And, they've scored a bunch of touchdowns, and we've just been getting better each week, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, and I'm going to save this one guy for last because J-Man, Jamon Fortson, his last game in arena football, he's a veteran. He's been around a long time. He's got a lot of knowledge. He's got a lot of experience, and he's come up with some big plays this year. He's got one of the best stiff arms I've ever seen.
He does.
In a game this year, and that goes over all levels of football. One of the best I've ever seen. And earlier in the game this year, what's it been like this year playing with him and maybe soaking in some knowledge from him during the season?
Yeah, he's been around the game a long time, so he's seen a thing or two, and so there you can't throw anything at J-Man that he hasn't seen yet, and so being able to just leech off of him and kind of soak up that knowledge, like you said, and have him out there, and like you said, that stiff arm it's something else. I would hate to be on the other side of that.
Well, I forget who we were playing the night that he pulled that thing out about the 3-yard line.
Oh yeah.
I felt sorry for the guy that was on the other side.
I did too.
Because he took him into the end zone with him. It was a great play, but and just. Dave and I talked earlier, you guys have each other's back. You've got great chemistry among the team. It's a great locker room. You get along, you hang out with each other, you joke with each other, you have a great time. And when you have a championship team, 99% of the time you have that on a championship team. You have that element. What's it been like this year with all of you guys getting to know each other and becoming friends?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, like you said, that speaks, volumes to why we are having the success we are having. We are a very close group. Like there's guys on defense, I can, go out to eat lunch with, and it'd be like I was somebody I've known my whole life. The guys on offense, I know the same thing. And so, just being able to have that friendship and, that camaraderie that we have together, that's why we're doing so well. And that's what it's about. There's people, we've never met before, different backgrounds, whatever those backgrounds may be, and, coming together for one common goal. It's been really fun.
Yeah, and you mentioned the defense. You mentioned going out with defensive guys. How appreciative are you and the rest of the offensive guys of the effort this defensive unit puts on the field every game?
Yeah, I mean, that not only on Saturdays, but just throughout the week too.
Right.
That's the best defense we play all year. And we play them every day. And we play them every day. And so, going against those guys, it makes us better, but I feel like we're also making them better too. Right. And then it shows up on Saturdays like, okay, that's why these guys are 10-0. They're going at it every day at practice.
Well, Blaine, tremendous year. One more game.
That's right, one more.
Hey, we're there. We might as well win it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go get a championship. And congratulations on a great year to this point. And I hope we're talking about a championship win maybe this time next week.
Absolutely, that's the plan.
So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. Dave Plata is going to have, I think, Drell Green is going to join Dave Plata in just a moment. When we come back, remember, we're at Poor Decisions 50-cent wing night. The Lions are here. The Lions coaches are here. The Lions fans are here. And, hey, the two old guys are here that do the broadcast. So come on by and join us. And we will see you in just a moment for the next interview with Dave Plata.
back at Port Decisions for the Columbus Lions Coaches Show. 50-cent wing night. Only thing better than that is talking Lions football. Joined by Drell Green as we get ready for championship weekend. When the season started, is this kind of what you envisioned that this would be this weekend?
I wouldn't think it would. I didn't think it would go this good, but I did picture us being in the championship game. Yeah.
And against Wheeling as well, I would think.
Yeah, that was predicted though. We knew we were going to play Wheeling for it all.
All right, this is a little bit different because there's been a week off. Having the week off, both teams having the week off to kind of heal up a little bit and everything else. How does that change your game prep?
The recovery. It gives us time to watch a little bit more film, go to the gym a little bit more, sleep a little bit more, take care of our bodies a little bit more. So that bye week was very much needed. So this week we came in, we practiced a little bit harder. It's championship football, so the grind is a little bit different.
Yeah, how beat up is everybody after 10 games? I mean, 10-0 is great, but that has to take a toll on the body.
It is, but it all comes down to how you be a professional, man. And you learn that by being around professionals. It doesn't come easy. Going to the gym, getting your cryotherapy, getting your massages, getting your rest, sitting down, knowing how to stretch. It's part of being a professional.
What about the mental aspect? Because in football, you get on a rhythm. You play every week. If you're winning every week, of course, you want to play every week because you got it going. How does this change your mental preparation?
It doesn't for me. I feel like it's not just another game, but you got to approach it like it's another game. We got to come out and do what we do. We built the culture, we built the brand, we built Lions football. So, and it's like Coach Dame says, it's a standard. So as long as we come out and play to a standard, I feel like we shouldn't think any different and put any extra pressure on ourselves.
All right, Lions culture. Describe for the fans, what is the Lions culture?
Lions culture, hard hits, big plays, interceptions, explosive plays on offense. Just exciting moments, man. A party. That's what we like to call it, a party.
Well, you guys are out there. I mean, Macaulay's got some good dance moves there, and DeAndre's had them too, man.
Yes, sir.
What is it that gets guys, when you're feeling good, you get the feet moving, when the music is playing in between plays and everything else, what is it, what's running through your head when you got that going?
That energy, man, it keeps us going, it keeps us alive. I mean, even like we practice with music, it keeps us going, it keeps us upbeat. And I tell the guys all the time, we talk about it, if we're not smiling, if we're not dancing and playing around, then we're not having fun. It's just another game, it's a business. So we try to, we love this, so we try to have fun with it. That's why you see us dancing and doing all these celebrations, because we genuinely are having fun.
Well, you're also interacting with the fans during all this stuff too. Having the fans there, being into the game, how big is that in terms of keeping your mental focus?
It's great. It's great. It's really great seeing them there. And I feel like now they're not even fans no more to me. They're everybody's family now. So it's it's the Lions Den. It's the Lions Nation. It's us.
What part of the defense makes it the most dangerous?
Just how we execute on all phases. We have 3 lethal weapons down bottom. We have 2 great linebackers, and then the DBs, we do the best we can. So the camaraderie is great, and I feel like we hold that step back to the standard. It's the standard that we have, and the standard we're going to continue to have of just playing together and being each other's teammates and brothers.
Well, when you're looking at 26 interceptions in 10 games, that's pretty solid. You're looking at 35 sacks,
yes,
94 tackles for loss. The numbers really do tell the tale, don't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's something we strive to do every week. D-line and the linebackers, they communicate well with each other. Beware, that's what y'all call it. He's good at play recognition, man. He's really good at his job, and he brings those guys with him down there. So the way they work together is great.
And then you got a little extra coming in with Cameron Bergeron coming in the last ball game. What has he given you guys a lift coming in fresh?
That guy's a dog, man. That guy's a certified dog. I like that guy. He came in and made a big impact on this offense, on this defense.
Now, Wheeling. No secrets here. You guys have played each other twice. Mm-hmm. Close ball games, tough ball games. What does the Wheeling offense bring?
They got some explosive players. We got to do what we got to do. Coach Mack, he's a good play caller, offensive play caller, so he knows how to hit weaknesses on defense. So we got to know we got to do our job. I played for Coach Mack, so I know what he's bringing to the table, and we just got to execute and be in the places we're supposed to play.
Now they got a veteran quarterback in Daryl Clark. I mean, the guy played top level at Penn State and everything else. He's a little bit older too, but that also means he's got a lot of experience. How do you counter the experience level with what you guys bring?
With our experience level. We got the GOAT. We got Coach Dane. You know, and some of us been around Coach Dane for 5-6 years, so we all on the same page. We know how each other think. So just knowing that and knowing how to play the game and set people up and just play with their eyes a little bit, that'll give us a jump.
Now it's going to be a road gig, but there's going to be a fan bus going up. Any messages for the fans?
Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. And just thank you.
What do you see as the big key on Saturday night?
Being a big key, just playing us, just doing us. Turnovers, meeting our quota. I've been speaking on it for the past couple of weeks, meeting that quota on as the DBs and for D-line, just meeting our quota and having the offense back. Don't give up anything, meeting our quota, doing what we got to do. And I think we'll be okay.
Well, the turnover ratio is plus 29, which is pretty solid, to say the least.
Yeah.
How do you force turnovers? What do you do to get the ball out of their hands?
Pressure. That starts with pressure up front. TC, Tyler Clark, DeAndre Brown, Yancey, even Colin Neely. They get pressure really good, and it helps us tremendously. It gives the quarterback less time than he has to make his reads and throw the ball. So, and it gives us time to, hey, we can close on this gap faster now because we know the ball is coming out right now without the second guess.
How exciting is championship week?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. I love it. You know, as athletes, as football players, you dream of games like this. So, you know, since everybody think they're soldiers, let's go to war.
There you go. Draw green. And it's championship week. We're getting ready. Saturday night at Wheeling. The Lions and the Miners playing for the AAL Championship. Doesn't get much better than that. Doesn't get much better than 50-cent wings here at Four Decisions either. Come on out, hanging out with the Lions and all of us here for a while here. And we'll be back with more of the Lions Coaches Show after this.
Chris Gates has blinded everyone on this show, but it's the Columbus Line Coach Show from Four Decisions. I literally can't see what's in front of me right now, but we've had a lot of fun. Four Decisions, 50-cent wing night. Come and hang out with us. We'll be here for a while. We've had a lot of fun all season long. Thank you to Jason Martinez. Thank you to the entire staff for taking care of us. Had a ton of fun as always. And don't forget, watch party at the pizza place this Saturday, 7 o'clock. Cheer on these Lions as they hope to bring home the championship, 7 o'clock against Wheeling. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll hopefully see you Saturday live from West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia, as the Lions try to bring home an AAL championship game.